Jesse in Miami, Florida. You're on the air with Congressman Pocan.
Hey, hi. Tough question. What, Mr. Pocan, do you think, this is serious, do you think capitalism believes all people are created equal? That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse.
Jesse, I don't know if I have a great answer for you. I don't know if capitalism, in and of itself addresses the issue. I do think capitalism doesn't necessarily address, I guess, inequality inherently as an issue, but I don't know if I have a great answer, Jesse, because I'm not quite sure if I've got the question.
It's sort of, we're 50 seconds out from the break. It sort of depends on how you're defining the rules of the game, doesn't it? I mean, the value of all the slaves in the South in 1860 exceeded the value of all assets in the North. The major source of revenue for New York City was the slave trade and the cotton trade right up to the Civil War, to the point that the mayor of New York, 6 months before the Civil War started, proposed that New York City join the Confederacy. I mean, he came right out and said this and was applauded for it in many of the newspapers, should join the Confederacy because they made so much money off the slave trade. That was capitalism. So it has to do with the rules of the game, doesn't it?
And there is an inequality in that women are paid less than men. People of color are paid less than Caucasians. So I guess inherently maybe in how it's exercised, but I don't know if in its fundamental concept it says something one way or the other.
Tom in River Falls, Wisconsin. You're on the air with Congressman Pocan.
Hi, Congressman Pocan. I wanted to elaborate just quickly, ask a question on Jesse's question from Florida, I think he is, on do you think capitalism promotes equality? And I think what he was getting at is kind of alluding to our preamble to the Constitution. And basically, I think, and Jesse always calls in, talking about this dynamic tension between our economic system and our political system, capitalism versus democracy. And the Republicans have convinced through their libertarian toxic thinking, like Paul Ryan, that our freedoms emanate from our economic system, whereas the Democrats should say, no, our freedoms come from our democratic system. So there is this innate dynamic tension between the two systems, and the Democrats do not message well enough to tell the people, no, your freedoms are from our Constitution, our political system. What can we do to get that message out and improve our voting, our democracy, and let the people know it's not capitalism that gives you your freedom?
Yeah, Tom, good point, because, right, they talk about free market as if that is a religion, as opposed to you're talking about the greater good for society in general, and, we take care of our neighbors and friends, and it's more of a not even a political system, but a system of life. And I think we just need to stress that all too often, a free market in and of itself doesn't provide the democracy you need. A democracy needs everyone to have opportunity for their families, and that's much of what Democrats stand for. So maybe it's just being stronger in how we talk about our values in general and not getting lost on some of the, they're very good at the Frank Luntzes of the world and giving you a couple words that pull well, and they use that over and over, and yet they don't maybe even mean what they say they mean when Republicans put it out there. I think we just need to do a better job of explaining that our framework of a political system is one that allows opportunity for every American who wants it. If you work hard and play by the rules, you shouldn't have to live in poverty. And if we talk about our value system as values, you can unite more people than talking about issues that tend to sometimes divide people.